Hello, good morning, students. Today we are discussing the new chapter, the chapter number 2, acid, bases, and salts. This is the new chapter, students, the acid, base, and salt. And let's discuss the first topic, acids. First, we are discussing about the acids, acid, and their types and their properties. We are discussing here. Let's see the acid, students. So, definition of acid is a substance which release hydrogen ion. Acid is a substance which release hydrogen ion. Hydrogen ions the symbolically denoted by H plus ion. It is symbolically denoted by H plus ion, or you may write hydrogen ions. Right? It is hydrogen, and this hydrogen develop positive charge. So it is called hydrogen ions. Right, students? Understood? So whatever the acids are there, all the acids which are definitely they are releasing hydrogen ions. This is so this is we call it the acids. Right, students? Understood? So let's see the example. HCl, hydrochloric acid. HCl dissociated to form H plus and Cl minus. Hydrochloric acid dissociated to form the H plus and Cl minus. So this is we called hydrogen ions. So HCl which release hydrogen ion. So HCl we called as acids. Right, students? One more example. H2SO4, sulfuric acid. Sulfuric acid dissociate to form H plus and HSO4 minus. Right, H plus and HSO4 minus. So it dissociated to form releasing the hydrogen ion, and it is called as a acids. One more, HNO3, that is nitric acid. Nitric acid dissociate to form H plus and NO3 minus. Right, students? So HCl is an acid releasing hydrogen ion. Sulfuric acid release hydrogen ion. HNO3 acid release hydrogen ions. Right, students? Why they are releasing hydrogen ions, how they are releasing hydrogen ions, all these things we will discuss, students, in this chapter only. There are further next topics we will cover all these things, why these are releasing hydrogen ion and why these are how they are releasing hydrogen ion, what condition they are releasing hydrogen ion, all these things we are discuss. Right? So for understanding the definition, to understanding definition purpose, we are I give you an example here. Right, students? Okay, how to identify the acids? If I give you the beaker in which I will give you the liquids. I will give you a liquid. Tell me, so is this liquid, is it acid or not? Because it is a colorless like water. So but all the colorless things are not a water. Students, so how do we identify the acids? The question is, how do we identify the acids? And the answer is, whenever you got the acid, just you taste the acid. Whenever you taste the acid is a sour taste. Acid is the sour taste. Example, lemon. Students, lemon always sour taste. So acid is a substance which have a sour taste. Whenever you take the acids, you just lick the acid. Then if you lick the acid, if the water lick the acids, then it is a sour taste. It means definitely it is acids. Right, students? So and whatever or around us, whatever the things are there, the lemon, orange, mangoes, right, unripened mangoes. So all those things are the sour because these all are acids. Understood, students? All are acids. Okay. we will test acids. Some acids are so dangerous, like so harmful, like HCl, H2SO4, HNO3. We can't able to taste these acids because these are hazardous, they are the poisonous, right students? These are the poisonous in nature. We can't able to taste, we can't able to lick these acids because these are the hazardous things. So in these hazardous things, if you don't want to taste, then how to identify? So one more option is there, litmus paper. One more option is the litmus paper. We can use blue litmus paper. That blue litmus paper are dipped into acid. After dipping, the dipped portion turns into red. If dipped portion turns into red, that red color indicate that is acids. Right students? Let's see. Okay, I will show you in diagram through. I will try to show you. So this is acid. This is acid students, right? So in this acid, and this is the a strip of the blue litmus paper, right? So I am dipped this blue litmus paper into this acid. So blue litmus paper dipped into this one. The dipped portion turns into red. So this is the red one. So this is the dipped portion students. Since dipped portion turns into red color, so this red color indicate this is the acids. This is acids, right students? So due to this red color, it is called as a acid students, right students? Okay, similarly, if you are use the beaker in which you may use water students, water H2. So in this water, if you are in which you may dip the strip of blue litmus paper, strip of the blue litmus paper you are dipping here. Right? After dipping the blue litmus paper, in this solution, after that you may remove this blue litmus paper. So then there is no change, no color will appears here, no red color will be appears here, no red color solution, no red color solution, no red color. So it means the water is not acid. Water is not acid, right? If the blue litmus papers, whenever you are dipped into either in HNO3, H2SO4 or HCl, any acid, it turns into dipped portion turns into red color. That's why it is called acid. The blue litmus paper, if you are dipped into water, then it can't be changes. No red color appears. No red color. No red color. So that is why the water is not a acid. Right students? Understood? Okay. Acid also defined. Acid, one more definition students. Acid is the substance which neutralize the base. Acid is substance which neutralizing the base. Right students? Acid is substance which neutralize the base. The one more definition here. So whenever the liquid substance which having the more base, what is base? Without understanding base, we can't able to judge this definition. Just you read this one students, how it neutralize the base we will discuss in the further topics. This is the one more definition here. The acid is the substance neutralize the base. If just you understand, when base is more, so that base is neutralized by the acids, right? Base is neutralized by the acids. So this is the one more definition. So this is the one more property, water soluble acids. Water soluble acid, next study, next topic. Acid is the substance more easily soluble in water to produce hydronium ion. Right students, hydronium ions. Acid is the substance which is more easily soluble in water to produce hydronium ions. Hydronium ions. So hydrochloric acids are react with water to form H3O plus. This H3O plus we called as hydronium ion in chloride. Students. Okay, what happens students here? Already we know that the acid it releases hydrogen ions. How this reaction occurs, I will explain you. I will explain you. First you take the acid HCl which is dissociated to form the H plus and Cl minus. Yes, students, H plus and Cl minus. So H2O, okay, here HCl dissociates from H plus OH Cl minus. This H plus attract the water. This H plus attract to the water. Then how many hydrogens are present here? 2. This hydrogen again combine with this water. This or hydrogens are combined with this water. Then if it combine with water, then how many total hydrogen atom? 3. 3 hydrogen, 1 oxygen, 1 oxygen. So this charge develop over the oxygen atom. Right, students? So let's say once again I will tell you hydrochloric acid dissociate in water to form hydrogen ion and chloride ions. These hydrogen ions combine with this water. If it combine means how many totals count? 2 hydrogen plus 1 hydrogen, total 3 hydrogen, and this oxygen as it is and plus over the oxygen H3O plus and Cl minus as it is. Understood, students? So whenever the acid dissolved in water to produce hydronium ion, hydronium ion H3O plus, right? Similarly, HNO3 dissolved in water to produce hydronium ions H3O plus, we call as the hydronium ions. Right, students? This is called as the hydronium ions. Understood, students? Next heading is types of acids. Acids are classified. Sorry, students, the mistake written the wrong. The heading. Sorry, spelling is wrong here. Acids are classified as two types: strong acid, weak acid. Right, students? Let's discuss first one: strong acid. Acid is completely dissolved or completely ionized in water. Completely dissolved or completely ionized in water called as strong acid. So whatever the acid you may add into the water, so acid is completely dissolved. Acid is completely dissolved. So that is we called as the strong acids. That is we called as strong acids. Yes, students. For example, you may use lemon. Lemon juice you are adding into the water. Lemon juice completely dispersed or completely mixed in water. So that is we called as a completely dissolved. That is we call completely dissolved or completely ionized in water, called as strong acid. Understood, students? So HNO3, HCl, H2SO4 all are strong acids. These are the HNO3, HCl, H2SO4. They are the example of strong acid. Right, students? So let's see. Water, we have taken the large amount in which we are adding the small amount of HCl we are adding here. When the small amount of HCl adding into this water, the HCl dissociate to form H plus Cl minus. to form H plus and the Cl minus ion. So here once it dissociate, it cannot combine with each other. Ions are once it dissociate cannot combine with each other. That is called strong acids. That is called completely ionized. That is we call completely dissociate. Right students? So once ionize or dissociate. Ionize means students after dissociation hydrogen and chlorine develop the charge, that is ionize. Dissociate means breaking. The HCl breaking here to form H plus Cl minus. Once it dissociate or once it ionize cannot combine again. Once it dissociate cannot combine, they remains in the ion forms in water. That is called strong acids. That is called strong acid. Right? So acid is completely dissolved or completely ionized in water called as a strong acid. Understood students? So let's listen students. All the strong acid cannot combine again once it dissociate. Therefore it's called as strong acid. All the strong acid cannot combine again once it dissociate. Once it dissociate in water, once it adding into the water, it dissociate to form ions. After formation of ions, ions are cannot combine each other. Right? I will show example. Water in which we are adding HCl to form H plus Cl minus. Right? Already we know that the ions are attract with each other. Already we discussed in the previous topic students. In the previous the chemical reaction and equation, we have discussed that the ions are attract with each other because the positive charge attract to negative, negative attract to positive. But in this acid, acid after dissociates in water to form ions, ions are cannot combine again, called as strong acids. Students, called as strong acids. So ions are remains or rotate in water as a ion forms only. They cannot combine with each other. Similarly, HNO3 adding into the water, it forms H plus NO3 minus. After formation of ions, these ions are cannot combine with each other, called as strong acids. Acid cannot combine once it dissociate. Strong acid. H2O in which adding water, H2SO4 added to water, it form H plus and Cl minus. Sorry, HSO4, HSO4 minus. HSO4 students, there is no space, so that's why I written here HSO4 minus. Right. So once it dissociate, the H plus and HSO4 minus cannot attract with each other. They remains in ion form in the water, called as strong acids. Right, students. So one more thing, students. What is weak acids? I hope you understand the strong acids. The next is weak acid. Acid which is partially ionized. Partially means incompletely dissociate. In water called as weak acids. Acid which is partially means incomplete dissociate in water called as a weak acids. Example, acetic acid. I will write here the name students. The name of this, the acetic acid, or it is also called as ethanoic acid. One more name students, ethanoic acid. There, ethanoic acids. Right, students. Look at here. I am using here water, students. In this water, I am adding drops of acetic acid or few ml of acetic acid I am adding. After that, it dissociate to form ions H plus, sorry, CH3COO minus, and the plus means and, or you remove this one. Don't be confused here. This remove H plus CH3COO minus H plus. Okay, these ions, these molecules H plus and CH3COO minus, so these are cannot hold in ionic form. these are cannot exist in ionic forms. Cannot exist because they are attracted with each other. H plus attracted to CO, CS3 COO minus, and CS3 CO minus attract to H plus. So again they attract again to form combine. Again they are combined here. So that's why it is incomplete dissociate. Once it dissociate, again combine. That is called the weak acids. Students, whatever the acid we are adding into water, after adding into water, it dissociate. Initially it dissociate. After dissociation, ions are again attract, again it combine. That is called partially ionize. That is called incompletely dissociate. Right, students? So incomplete dissociation called as weak acids. So I written here, students, don't be confused. Weak acids are combined again after dissociation because CH3COH cannot exist ionic form or cannot hold charge for a long time. Weak acids are adding into water, it dissociate. After dissociation, again they combine because CH3COH cannot exist ionic form. They cannot exist in this ionic form. This is the ionic form, or cannot hold charge, positive and negative charge. Cannot hold charge for long time. Cannot hold the charge long time. They are again attract to form same acid. So, students, so this is about the weak acid. I hope you understood. If you have doubt, then ask me, students. Thank you so much.